Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. All right, and we are back.
We're back.
Episode 109-ish. Will they or won't they? I'm Luis. This is Adam. TV Time Machine Podcast. We're talking about couples. Famous will they or won't they couples in TV television history. You brought up a really good one. Clark Kent, Lana
And
Lane.
Lana. Yeah.
Smallville. They did not end up together. They never do end up together in any of the... They briefly date. Briefly are boyfriend and girlfriend, but never end up together. And then the most recent, like Smallville-esque sequel, Superman and Lois, they're all back in Smallville, and Lana is with her family.
Oh, wow.
And her daughter goes to school with Clark and Lois's boys. So they don't end up together. And the girl that plays Lana in Superman and Lois is Sloane from Entourage, which you're not that familiar with. Entourage is a show that did not date well.
I watched a little bit of it.
Didn't date well. It's not. It's kind of cringe, cringeworthy now. And then Fox, Mulder and Dana Scully is another huge. Will they or won't they? They got together, and then he got kidnapped, and then she got knocked out by aliens, and then had like an alien kid, and then they got back together, and then they
weren't together on the new season.
They weren't together again, but at the end of the movie, they were.
At the end of the movie, what was that? I Want to Believe.
Yeah, that was such a stupid.
But then, that was a cash grab.
Stupid ass.
Sorry, not sorry. But I wanted it to be good.
Yeah, it was so bad. The whole thing was like having people talk without heads or something. So bad. And then at the end, they waved at the drone. Remember, they waved from the boat. They were together. And then they rebooted the series, and they're not together.
They're not together.
Make up your minds.
I'm sure they have some reason why they broke up, but are still working together.
Confusing.
They're like, the work relationship is too good to bog it down with an actual relationship.
I think one of the cutest will they or won't they is Jim and Pam. And then
because who was the third wheel? The guy in the office, in the warehouse.
Oh yeah, he was an asshole.
Yeah.
Roy. And then there was the weird like sound guy in the last season that tried to.
Yes, and
that was weird.
And what's funny about that is in the very first scene with Pam and Roy, and Pam and
Jim,
the sound man is also in that scene. So all three guys that she dates are in the first scene together. They're all in their first scene together.
She never really dated the sound guy though, right?
Yeah, they were together for a very little.
But she was married.
Maybe it was like an affair or something.
I think it was like an emotional affair.
An emotional affair, yeah.
That's even.
They were definitely hanging out behind Jim's back.
Oh, that was
sort of thing.
No.
Pretty sure. I don't remember.
Pam always put out that flirty energy. Remember when she went to school in New York?
Mm-hmm.
That one guy from Mad Men was like, "Don't go back."
Yeah.
And then she'd put out that energy and be like, "What? We're just friends."
Yeah.
I didn't get it. What do you mean? Ugh. Shut up. You know what you're doing.
There's guys like that too. Not as much, but
guys just straight up lie though. Girls try to have, not all girls, but that type of Pam personality. They try to have like their cake and eat it too. Like, he's just a friend.
Yeah.
Guys just lie about it and they usually get caught because they're stupid. Like, I don't know no Bethany. I don't know why I use that name, or that voice. I don't know why she's calling me that. She must have the wrong number. Yeah, but she's calling you by her first name. Oh, I don't know who that is. Oh man.
Another work related will they won't they? Gregory House and Lisa Cuddy from House MD.
Yeah,
His
I used to
boss.
love him.
There was a lot of tension between those two, a lot of sexual tension.
And then I heard, what's his name again?
Hugh Laurie.
I heard some fucked up shit about Hugh Laurie,
Uh,
which made me not like
not
him
like
as
the show.
much.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he would tell the producers to tell the extras not to look him in the eye,
Hmm.
or he would just go fucking crazy on
Yeah.
set and like throw things around.
So
And
is he
it's
autistic? Is he on the
oh,
spectrum?
I don't know.
That's what I wonder. I wonder about actors that
Yeah.
like don't like people looking them in the eye, like Tom Cruise. If they're
Well,
just on the spectrum, and now that they have like some kind of power, they can tell people, "Don't look me in the eye." Because like when you're on the spectrum, you just don't like looking people in the eye.
I mean,
So
yeah, but I know some people are aware of it. Like my will they or won't they current situation that I'm living, he's on the spectrum, and
uh-huh.
uh, he'll look at me in the eye, especially when he's pissed. He'll
Uh-huh.
be like, "Ah, look at
Yeah.
me." I'm like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, wait a minute. I thought you didn't want me to.
Yeah, but
But
looking in the eye will make you like uncomfortable and stuff too.
I mean,
So
yeah. But apparently, the story that I heard about Hugh
yeah.
was that all the extras got. It's funny. They got stuck there, and so production felt bad, so bought them dinner.
Uh-huh.
But as they left, one of the PAs was like, "Hugh is in the hallway. Don't look at him." And so they all like, scurried out like in single file to look at the floor. And this girl said she accidentally looked up because she was gonna lose her like footing.
Uh-huh.
They couldn't see. They're just looking down. And she looked up and she said he was just like staring at them, like to see if one of them would look. Like what a fucking crazy person.
Gosh, man. Yeah,
Get off
that's
your high horse. So every
yeah.
time every
Oh,
time someone tweets
gross.
at him, I'll always
Uh,
respond. I'm like, I'm eyeballing you, Hugh,
gross.
right in the face.
Gross.
You know how I like to,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
I love to taunt. I
Yeah,
love to
yeah,
taunt.
yeah, yeah.
James Woods and me.
Oh, yeah.
He finally blocked me. That motherfucker hates my guts. I got under James Woods'
When
skin.
you get
Maybe we went up into the hills. Oh, that guy is such a, and he's not working. Big surprise, he's not working. So
yeah. Oh, I wonder why.
he did it. Back
It's
when I
not
thought
just
he
an
was,
act. You really
he actually did have a cool show for a while.
Sharks.
Shark was good,
Mhm.
but I don't know
Yeah,
what happened.
he used to be in some of my favorite movies, like some of my favorite indies, like Another Day in Paradise.
Oh man, that movie messed me up. And that's our friend was in that movie. Oh god,
Kartheiser, yeah, Vincent.
showing his little ass. Like, dude, pull your pants up, man. Come on.
Wow.
Larry Clark, dude, love the
I
show.
forgot.
But
Yeah. I forgot he showed it.
dude, Vince, come on, dude.
And I own it and I've seen it dozens of times. I forgot. I always forget.
It's just he loves Larry Clark just loves showing like as close to underage sex as possible. It's so terrible.
Yeah.
Other real quick mentions on this list.
Barney
Fox Mulder.
Stinson and Robin Shablatsky. How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, he doesn't even end up with her at the end.
They get married, but then they get divorced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't
George Michael Bluth and May be Funky.
I don't know why anyone would want that to happen. That was like a I hope they don't, not will they, won't they. It was like will the writers go there? But
this is a weird one.
That was always weird to me.
Tony Soprano and Jennifer Melfi.
Oh, his
shrink. He
yes.
was definitely they definitely
there was definitely some tension there in the like midway through the show, starting like midway through the show. She started having this like admiration for him. Like
I thought it was weird that Carmela went and visited Melfi a few times. I'm like, that would never happen. You would never be able to visit your spouse's shrink.
Yeah, but did she because she suspected something?
Carmela was no angel. Remember David Stratton?
Oh yeah. Yeah. But
naughty, 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 Mrs. Soprano. Well,
I
this
also have a
was
list of people who never kiss.
do one real quick. We have 8 minutes.
Um,
Another cute will there, won't they?
Yes.
And it ended amazingly as Ian and Mickey from Shameless.
I still haven't seen that show.
So they toyed around with the Gallaghers.
And now that people liked the ending, I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, the ending was spot on. But the Gallaghers and the God damn it. I forgot the name of the Sam. Sam is sleeping with his eyes open again and being creepy. Anyway, so they both came from, wrong side of the tracks and both in super homophobic families. The Gallaghers not as much. The gay gene's very strong in the Gallaghers, but not in Mickey's family. They're a Russian family. So they ended up together. It was really cute. Ended up getting married. So who didn't get to kiss?
Okay. Dean and Castile from Supernatural.
Okay, I don't know that show, but I've heard it
So,
for like 19 years.
Yeah. Fans used to refer to them as Des Steel because it was just like people just wanted them to be a couple, and it was like, Benifer or any one of those mixed name things. And one of the last episodes, he finally said that he loved him, but the other one didn't reciprocate
Oh,
it. So never happened.
sad face.
Everybody, all the fans of Supernatural wanted that.
Maybe in the movie.
Oh, they're making a movie now?
Oh, I'm sure they'll do something. I've heard about spin-offs and movies and reboots and reimaginations.
All the other Never Kissed. I've never seen any of these shows, or they're so old that I don't think most of our fans would know them. So I'm like, this is a really weird list. It's either brand new shows or shows from the 50s.
The 50s?
Yeah, it has Gunsmoke on it. And WKRP in Cincinnati, which isn't as old, but that's definitely one. If you didn't see it, you didn't see it, Yeah,
that's the 70s, right?
Yep. Yeah. And was in syndication through the mid 80s, but not beyond that.
Cincinnati WKRP. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I liked that show, and then I liked that the one guy went to head of the class.
Oh yeah,
and was the teacher.
The DJ went to head of the class.
Yeah. Yep.
Head of the class is super problematic because of Dan
Schneider.
Dan Schneider being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Why do these guys get power? I would do anything right now to run a show.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, you don't even get a whole season. They don't even give you. They give you, dude. Yeah. There was a show on Netflix that this kid got. They gave him 3 episodes.
That's what I was gonna say. You get 3.
3, and that's your season. That's ridiculous. Back then, it was you want 26 episodes.
Yeah.
Make sure your pilot is good. Boom, 26.
Yeah.
Now it's you get 3, and we're gonna do it on the streamer.
Yeah. Well, with Gossip Girl, we got guaranteed 7.
That's nothing.
Whether or not it did well. It was if it doesn't do well, you guys get to make 7 episodes, and then we'll, bring on a mid-season replacement or something like that. Which that's not even a mid-season, because that was a 28 episode season and show, I think.
Those guaranteed shows,
the quarter season guaranteed, but
that they're doing bad, because if they start doing bad after they do good, then they start doubling up on these new episodes weekly. They're back-to-back episodes, new episodes. It's they're getting rid of their asses quicker so they can they did that with Generation on HBO, which turned out to be just not a good show at all.
Yeah,
we ended up hating it. I didn't like it because it toyed with underage sex way too much, and the older dynamic, older person, younger person.
Well, it was all the showing it.
It was
showing it. It was I understand teen shows where they're like talking about it with their friends or whatever, or their boyfriend or girlfriend, but it was like
They showed a 16-year-old like vigorously masturbating in front of his laptop, and they didn't cut away. It was like
no,
they stayed on him, and I was like, this is nothing like this.
Yeah, and
And uncomfortable.
The laptop was only covering
his junk. Yeah,
yeah,
it was
and
so
that was
bad.
it.
Oh,
Everything
man.
else was just like
So bad. It's like, yeah, it was trying to be, and of course it was Lena Dunham who thinks she can push the envelope when she really can't. Yeah, I don't think it got renewed at HBO Max. Good call. We were gonna do a separate podcast, and the podcast that we had started for the after show on that got a quick fan base, but a lot of those people came to this show because they knew that we were the ones that did that. And I'm glad we didn't do it because I didn't want to. I don't know. I didn't want to bathe in that space because it's a negative space to be in. I don't agree with any of that. At least Dawson's Creek. I mean, they got a 15-year-old, sleeping with his 40-year-old teacher that you never once saw it on screen. It was just alluded to. Here, the show just goes for it. Jeez.
Yeah.
So it's not good. Not in our day and age. So anyway, join us next time. Adam, of course, is 3 for 3 with his amazing guests. Tell us about our next guest and topic.
Next up, we have Marion Bayard from Killing It, which is on. You can watch that on Amazon Prime if you want to pregame before she comes on. And she filmed a pilot for a new show called Mares and Cats, and then COVID happened. But it played at a bunch of festivals, and they won here in at a comedy festival in Oregon. They won at a festival in Japan. They won at a bunch of comedy festivals.
Very cool.
So yeah, they're hoping to film that season once all this ends.
And we are looking at
everything gets back to normal.
Light at the end of the tunnel. I'm fully vaxxed. Adam has antibodies for days now. So, yeah, thanks for joining us on this episode. We'll be back very soon from the TV Time Machine podcast. I am Luis.
And I'm Adam. And we
love TV. All right, take care, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.